Growing up, Sally Ride was a bright student who loved science and math. After college, Sally responded to a newspaper ad that said NASA was looking for astronauts. She trained to become an astronaut for 2 years before finally being selected to be on the STS-7 mission aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger. On June 18, 1983, Dr. Sally Ride made history as the first American woman in space. Let's draw her using foreshortening. Foreshortening is a technique that makes an object look like some parts are closer, creating the illusion of movement and depth. In this case, we're going to make the feet and hands look closer to us, like she's in space coming towards us. For this part, I'm starting with the feet, which honestly kind of look like potatoes, but you can see they go off to the side. Don't worry if they go off your page, and they should go about halfway up the side of your page. I'm just drawing the soles of the feet, and now I'm going to draw the hands. I thought about having you guys trace your hands, and if you have a very large piece of paper, you can absolutely trace your feet and your hands. But for now, just kind of wing it. I'm starting with the thumb, so you can see for the second one, I start with the thumb and go down. Then I'm going to go around the top of the thumb right into my fingers. The trick is to make your fingers thicker than the space in between. I kind of didn't do that with the second one, but it's okay, don't worry about it, because you can go back over when we outline with marker. Now, I'm drawing the space for the legs, and you can see it's much smaller. It's not really in proportion. My hands and my feet are much bigger. They're coming towards us. Now I'm going to draw the belt and her helmet. So I'm going around, big circle. Remember to layer. And it's okay if it's going off the page. Now I'm adding her shoulders. And at this point, I can draw her mask where she can see out and her face. Sally Ride had really curly hair, so be sure to add that in when you get to her face right now. All right, you guys, when you're happy with your astronaut, with Sally Ride, you can begin to outline everything. Now, when I outline, I'm generally following the shapes that I already drew, but if there's anything you want to correct or adjust, now is the time to do it. So the pencil marks are really a guideline for you, and then from there, you can really refine your drawing. Refine means to improve it and make sure it's exactly the way you want it to be. So now I'm doing my hands, and I'm really, like I said, I'm making sure my fingers are thicker, are bigger than the space in between. And from there, just keep outlining everything you've got going on. The next thing I'm going to do is add a pattern to the sole of my shoes, but I want you to draw your own, so pause here to draw your own pattern. That's why I went real quickly through it. Okay, once you've paused and you have the soles of your boots done, you can begin to erase all of those pencil marks. And again, I fast forwarded through it, so pause here. All right, now that you're done with your erasing, you can begin adding details to the suit. You can also think about what you want for the background, and then you can start coloring. Now, I'm leaving Sally Ride's suit white, but I was looking at a lot of photographs after, and they actually used orange spacesuits. So if you want to make your spacesuit orange instead of white, you can absolutely do that. In fact, you can make your spacesuit whatever color you'd like. All right, have fun drawing and coloring in your Sally Ride portrait. What I love about Sally Ride is that she was the first American female astronaut, but not the first overall, and she definitely won't be the last.